Hello again viewers, outside the Hotel Catalonia Oro Negro. Stayed here last night, so I basically just booked in the cheapest hotel I could find in Las Americas because I knew I was going to be there last night. Done a wee room review, stayed in room 369. It's possibly the worst located room in the building, very close to this main road, but to be fair, they had two patio doors, so I didn't really hear anything. There's probably other reasons I didn't hear anything as well. So at one point that'll be on the channel. It's another beautiful morning in Tenerife. Let's take a wee wander down. We might pass a few hotels and bars that you recognise. Maybe walk round the corner to the Veronicas strip. See the calm before the storm. And let me tell you about the biggest mistake I've made so far in this trip. Bear with me. There's the Oro Blanco apartments. A few people have asked me about the Oro Blanco. I'm sorry I've not been able to get to every hotel and apartment that you've asked for. The next trip I'll try my best and get around them all. That's the Oro Blanco, and the Oro Negro is just down the road. So if you're coming here and you're wondering where it is, there you go. Just over there, you've got Las Americas golf course, but it's kind of a bit awkward. You can't just go in that way, you have to go all the way around. So you probably need to jump a taxi there. So, let me assure you viewers, I actually feel worse than I look. Made a big mistake last night. I don't know if you can guess what the big mistake is. No, don't worry, I didn't lose the phone. I've been sensible the whole week. And I thought last night, it's your last night on holiday. Maybe have a few beers, visit a few places I like. Before I forget, I'd just like to say a wee hello to Claire from Ireland and her daughter. I met them in the Bull's Head last night at the Park de la Paz strip. And they came up and they were speaking to me and they gave me some really nice feedback on the channel. So thanks so much, I really appreciate your kind words. And Claire's husband sometimes plays in the band. So if you know the Vagabonds in the Bull's Head, you'll know the live music in there's fantastic. So if you're around about my age, maybe 47, even younger to be honest with you, I've got a wee recommendation for you. Head down to the Park de la Paz strip and go to the Bull's Head. It's probably the best bar I think for live music because it's got bands on. It's not just singers, they've got bands as well. So it's a good setup. Let me know in the comments, have you been in the Bull's Head? And also a wee shout out to Margaret and Martin from Motherwell. Great meeting you the other day. I'm sorry I might have missed you in Frankie's last night. Had some issues with the hotel. So I basically went back to the hotel and I came down and realised I'd locked myself out of the room. I'd come out without the key, so it was just after 10 o'clock. I just came out without the key. And there's a big massive queue at the hotel because they were understaffed basically, to be honest with you. Just one poor girl on the reception. There's a big queue of people checking in. This was after 10 o'clock at night, there's people checking in. So I was waiting for a long time to tell them I forgot my key to get another key, and eventually I just gave up because I thought I'm actually never going to get out of here. There's Gaffers. That was open last night. So what I basically had to do last night, in case you're wondering, in the distance if you can see it, the Caribe apartments, they always come up one of the cheapest if you're considering that as well. So Hotel Gala, just up there. I know viewers, some people have been requesting that hotel. I'm showing you what it is. We'll pass it in a minute. So yeah, I've actually lost track of what I was saying there. Anyway, Yeah, so I met Margaret and Martin from Motherwell. I apologise if I didn't see you in Frankie's bar. I don't know if you made it yourself, maybe you were out somewhere, I don't know. But I just arrived just after 11 o'clock because I waited that long on getting another key. I just gave up. So I went out for a few beers with no hotel room key. I don't recommend that, viewers. Don't do that, because what it basically means is when you come back in at night, you then have to explain to reception that you've got no key and your room number, and that can be tricky. But it was fine, I managed it. They were very helpful. Let me know, have you stayed at the Oro Negro? Would you recommend it? I just done a wee video of breakfast there. I don't recommend breakfast, the breakfast is no good. It looks nice, they've got a great selection, but the quality's not great. But it does the job. For that price you're just booking accommodation only mostly, so I can't complain. And the actual room ended up fine. I kind of did complain about the room in the review I done, but the actual room looked fine. So younger viewers, you might want to consider there, Paradero 2, right next to the Veronicas strip. And we've also got the Vanilla Garden Hotel right there. So these are really good locations for younger viewers, I'd say, because you've got the Veronica strip just round the corner. You've got a wee stretch of bars here, a couple of Irish bars. The Highlander, Lineker's used to be here, it's not open anymore. Don't know if you can see that, 9:09 in the morning. Actually better head, get a taxi right away. I've got to be at the airport really soon. Flying with Ryanair. Flight was £20. Here's a wee tip, viewers. Ryanair. When you check in and you're thinking of adding bags and you're not sure if you're going to add on a carry-on bag or check-in bag, if you decide to add it later, usually you're going to pay just, even for carry-on bags, you're going to pay £20 odd. So what Ryanair do, basically just basic marketing. If you don't add any bags, quite often, not all the time, but quite often, it's all Tenerife there, quite often, they will then in the next page offer you what's called a downsell. So they will then offer you check-in 2 carry-on bags, priority boarding for £10 or £12. So you get it almost half price sometimes. So there's a wee tip for you. So if you don't add bags at the time and you go in later with Ryanair, normally you just pay the standard amount. There's the Hotel Gala. Give me a wee comment. Guys, there's a couple of people asked for this hotel. Let me know if it was yourself. I know somebody's coming over here really soon and they were wondering what it was. So hopefully that's helped you. That's the Hotel Gala right there. So there's a wee tip with Ryanair. So I paid £20 for the flight. I paid £12 to add on 2 carry-on bags and priority boarding, which I've got. I don't care about priority boarding. I just wait to the end and I go on the plane. But some people like priority boarding. So over here, we've got Murphy's Irish Pub. We've got a new pub called the Irish Oak. So we've done another video going by here, a brief one. I did make a big mistake. I should have done more videos on Las Americas, evening ones. It was really busy last night, around about the Golden Mile. Hard Rock Cafe obviously reopening tonight. I've got a video coming there soon from there, but I should have done more around about that area just to show you. That was another potential falling down steps there. So that's the Irish Oak. That's a new bar that's opened and it's really big inside, next to Murphy's. Bear with me, I'll tell you about the big mistake I made last night. It's not that exciting, to be honest. I hope you're enjoying the wee walk. Highlander's never busy. I've passed it lots of times, never busy. That's where Lineker's used to be. I was never a big fan of that bar. It just wasn't, in my opinion, just a brilliant bar. I got Sol Tenerife. So we're just coming down to the Veronica strip. If we go down here and turn left, you'll walk along, towards Leonardo's and the Traveller's Rest. And if you're looking for walks, you want to copy some of the walks I've done on the channel, just go right. It'll take you up towards Costa Adeje. We're not too far from Daniel's office at Tenerife First Excursions as well. So check that out when you're here. I've done another video showing you how to get there. And if you go left and walk all the way along, eventually at one point you'll turn just near the Conquistador. You'll turn and then you can head down to the Golden Mile Safari Centre. It's quite a walk from here. Apologies, somebody did ask me how far it was from here to the Parc de la Paz strip. It's probably about a 15-minute walk. I think in the videos last week I did get mixed up and said 5 minutes, but somebody did come on and say 15, so thanks if you're watching, if that was you. So let's check out the Veronicas strip just after 9 AM. Now these bars are open till 4 in the morning. They don't really get busy till later on. So at this point, I suppose I should tell you about the biggest mistake I've made so far on this trip. And it was last night. On the way up the road, I decided to pop in to the Dubliner to see how it was doing after the reopening. And one drink did not materialise, so don't make that mistake. Don't think you can go in the Dubliner and stay just for one drink. If you were in the Dubliner last night and I spoke to you, pleasure meeting you. It was a great atmosphere. The band are fantastic. Without a doubt, one of the best bands in Tenerife. It's quiet in Veronicas, isn't it? There's nobody here during the day. So, if the boys are watching who are on the golf trip from Golf del Sur, I hope you all got up the road okay last night. And I hope your mate that fell asleep while the band was playing was okay as well. It was nice chatting to a few of you. Looked like a good bunch of boys having a nice holiday. Now unfortunately, viewers, there's the promenade just down there. So if you come to the Veronicas strip, you're right next to the promenade at the back of it. Unfortunately, viewers, I can't post any videos, I don't think, from the Dubliner. All I can say is if you're in Tenerife, you love live music, you have to go to the Dubliner. It doesn't get busy till just after midnight. I went in about midnight. And there was actually people speaking to me who were actually emotional. They actually come up and says, "We've missed all this the past kind of 18 months, 2 years. Just a great atmosphere, people enjoying themselves on holiday." Obviously, if you're scared of big crowds, don't go in there, understand that. It's difficult times. But if you're fully vaccinated and you feel comfortable getting in there, then there's no better place, I don't think. So if you come to Las Americas, you're a fan of live music, probably the best plan for a night out. It's head down the Parc de la Paz strip. Big selection of bars there. And then just after midnight, head to the Dubliner. And it would be interesting if any viewers were in the Dubliner last night. You could give me a wee comment. I don't know if there is, because most of the viewers on this channel are a wee bit older than myself. There's a great mix of people in the Dubliner. There was a lot of young people in. I mean, really, there was a lot of young people in. But I also seen a guy in his 70s in there as well. Just a big mix of people just enjoying themselves. There's the Hotel Troyer up there as well. Further along, we've got the Monkey Beach Bar, now called Kong. I've done another wee video from there, but you've seen loads on the channel probably. We've got Chili's Bar up there as well. This is a nice place to Papagayo. So if you are coming to the Veronicas strip, and reluctantly I say I don't really recommend this strip of bars, you have to be careful down here. 100% have to be careful down here. But you have to remember there's a lot of people working here and relying on tourism and people coming back, so I'm not saying definitely don't come down. Come down, have a few drinks, support local businesses, support the guys that are working here as well, but be careful down here. Restaurant Molly there. And there's no better way to finish a wee walk than overlooking the sea. So thanks so much for watching all the videos, viewers. I've really enjoyed meeting up with people during the week. I'll be back in Tenerife at one point. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your favourite place. Leave me a wee comment with any suggestions for the next time I'm over. And for anybody who's thinking it's not that busy, because some of the videos I went by just at certain times have not looked that busy, and I appreciate that. I wish you could have seen the Dubliner last night. That's all I'm saying. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a wee thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button below. It's absolutely free. Click the wee bell for all notifications. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.